want to thank you all for joining us at City Hall this morning. Joined here by a wonderful team, of course, including City Councilman Sam Davis, who chairs our Economic Development and Community Development Committee, as well as Gloria Saeed, our Director of Community Development, and everyone else will be introduced at the appropriate time. I'm delighted to be here to announce a terrific collaboration coming to our city that will benefit hundreds of families by helping them achieve affordable and sustainable home ownership. Like many communities across our great nation, Columbia and the Midlands area was impacted by one of the worst economic downturns in generations. And while we've seen some great improvement, there's still far too many of our citizens who have not yet been able to experience the benefits and joys of home ownership. To help bridge that gap of access to credit for affordable housing, I'm delighted to announce an innovative collaboration known as the Neighborhood Lift Program by Wells Fargo, NeighborWorks America and Origin, which will offer homebuyer education and down payment assistance grants. And I'm very pleased to introduce the Neighborhood Lift Program to Columbia. This effort will be funded by Wells Fargo. Last year, Wells Fargo made 567 grants totaling $3.6 million to local nonprofit organizations and schools in South Carolina. And with the Neighborhood Lift Program, Wells Fargo will invest more than an additional $4 million to benefit our community. This innovative home ownership initiative will continue to strengthen Columbia's neighborhoods through home ownership in the coming months. The City of Columbia and Richland and Lexington counties are delighted to work with Wells Fargo, NeighborWorks America, and Origin to support sustainable home ownership and advance neighborhood recovery through this commitment to home ownership and neighborhood revitalization. The 2016 Columbia Neighborhood Lift will bring interested home buyers closer to owning a home in neighborhoods across Richland and Lexington County. Lift programs are very important for supporting sustainable home ownership and advancing neighborhood recovery through a commitment to home lending, home buyer education, and home buyer support. Through Neighborhood Lift, we'll be able to help even more families, individuals, and service members, as well as strengthen our communities with sustainable home ownership through matching down payment assistance grants up to $7,500 with any qualified lender. It's important for local citizens who are interested in buying a home to sign up now at neighborhoodlift.com for the July 29th to 30th Homebuyer event at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. And now I have the pleasure of introducing my friend Holt Chetwood, who's the Midlands Market President for Wells Fargo. Holt?
Mr. Mayor, thank you. Certainly, I know the last 24 hours have been very busy for you. It's been an emotional time in Dallas, and want to congratulate you on your new role with the U.S. Conference of Mayors. Great to see Columbia leadership at a national level, and I know the mayor has been, will be looked to for much leadership in the future. Thank you for all you do for the City of Columbia. On behalf of Wells Fargo, let me say how excited we are to bring the Neighborhood Lift program to the Midlands area of South Carolina. This is a $4.1 million commitment on behalf of the bank, and we believe that it will impact about 365 new homeowners. These are hardworking families, these are individuals, these are service members that will be impacted and assisted with a down payment assistance program. This is a program that has been in place since 2012. We've done it in a number of communities across the country, and it has had measurable impact in the communities where it has been in the works. And so we are so excited to bring it to the Midlands of South Carolina. As I think back to October of last year, and I think of all the devastation that the flood caused our community, the beauty of that was the opportunity to see our friends and family and neighbors step in to assist family members again and friends, and in some cases, complete strangers, people they did not know. And so it has been a great testament to the character of our community as we have worked to rebuild over the last 9 months or so. And it's our hope at Wells Fargo that this $4.1 million commitment will work to lift our neighborhoods, to strengthen them, and to better our community as a whole. We hope it has a measurable impact here on the Midlands. Certainly, we at Wells Fargo could not do this on our own. We have a number of partners that are assisting us with this. I want to thank David Gear with Origin and Don Phoenix with NeighborWorks of America, two great partners to the bank, and we know that they will provide great work and assistance for the people of the Midlands as we roll this program out. I also want to thank some team members at Wells Fargo, Kim Smith-Moore, John McNeil, who runs our mortgage group for South Carolina, Amy Emerald in communications. And this would not have happened, it would not have gone off as well as it has without Kimberly Davis, who heads our community development efforts in South Carolina. Kim and I have worked together for many, many years, and she has been instrumental in making this happen and having it run as smoothly as it has. So at this point, it's my privilege to introduce Don Phoenix. Don is the Regional Vice President of the Southern Region for NeighborWorks of America. And Don, look forward to your comments. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good morning, everyone. This is really a great day. I'm very excited. And I'm very privileged to be here with Mayor Benjamin and Hope Chetwood with Wells Fargo to really give you an idea of what's going to happen in just a couple of weeks in this community. You probably heard that they will provide homeowners with opportunities of a lifetime. It doesn't happen too often that we assemble people in a way that we provide financial assistance to families who are seeking home ownership, but also provide the education they need to sustain that home ownership once they get into it. And up to $7,500 is a good chunk of money, and I, again, just commend Wells Fargo for making those monies available. It's really about home buyer education. And at NeighborWorks America, we pride ourselves for over 37 years. We have really provided valuable training to homeowners around the country. In fact, when we had the economic turndown, it was our customers that were able to sustain home ownership better than those who did not get counseling. So we're very excited about that. And I want to say that since February of 2012, this has been a great experience for the Southern region. We had several in our region, and all of them have been successful. And you can't believe the excitement that, not just the day of the launch, but the excitement that we replay over and over every time someone closes that loan and become a homeowner. So it's time. We've been everywhere else. It's Columbia time now, and we're so excited that it's being brought here. I want to also point out that you couldn't do this. NeighborWorks America, the way that we support communities by providing technical assistance and grants to nonprofits. We have over 250 nonprofits over the entire United States. And we are so blessed to have one of those high capacity nonprofits right here in South Carolina through Origin. They were the leaders at the time when we were trying to help families work through foreclosures. And now they're the leader now that we have this opportunity to put people into homes. So I'd like to commend them. And I just want to point out, because we can't say this enough, the great event is going to take place at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center on July 29th and 30th. So spread the word. Everyone needs to be available to take advantage of this opportunity. And I just want to take time to just honor the leader of Origin, David Gear, who's been a magnificent champion for homeowners trying to maintain their homes, and also a champion for those deserving families that would be able to take advantage of these opportunities presented to them. So with that, I want to just bring my friend David Greer to the mic and let him tell you a little bit about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Mayor Benjamin, Councilman Davis, we certainly appreciate the opportunity to work with Richland County, Lexington County, and the City of Columbia and Neighborhood Lift. This is an exciting opportunity for us, and what we have observed so far is that we're going to provide homeownership education. We have been involved in this business since we've been a NeighborWorks charter member since 2005. We have done down payment assistance loan for homeowners since that time. And one of the more conclusive facts of this, and which supports homeownership education, is that we had less than 2% defaults for those that we provided homeownership education and down payment assistance during all of that time. This says a lot. We've already experienced within Lexington, Richland, and the City of Columbia. We've had homeownership education courses already. We're getting great subscription to the registration for the launch on the 29th and 30th, the Friday and Saturday of July, which is exciting. Over 200 people have registered. We're expecting 500 people, and we'll probably close it down at that time, but please pass the word that this is going to take place. What does this mean to the home buyer? $7,500 forgivable in 3 years gives you an immediate impact of equity of $7,500. We want to put 365 individuals into homes in Lexington and Richland County. And for the community, at $150,000 a house, that's $55 million worth of investment in the community. Origin is based on delivering counseling and information and education to support housing stability and financial stability for individuals and families. We could not be more excited to be a part of this. It's going to run smoothly. We've done this before. It's going to be an energizing opportunity for the Midlands, and we're just pleased to be a part of that. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I just definitely want to recognize the mayor. Thank you so much for your service and all that you do, and thank you for your support of Neighborhood Lift. It is really a pleasure being here. I am Kim Smith-Moore. I'm the National Program Manager for Neighborhood Lift. And I just want to give you just a little background on Lift, and I'll be short and brief. We've been doing this since 2012. And we provided over $300 million to communities across the United States. I believe Columbia is our 45th market that we will be coming to. We have created close to 12,000 homeowners through the program that have taken advantage of the Neighborhood Lift grant dollars. And I want to add to that 36,000 people have been educated about home ownership. And I think that's a very important component of the program, because in order to receive the grant, you do have to take the home buyer education training. And that's critical, because some people have taken the training and they say, you know, home ownership's not ready, I'm not ready for that, because you know what? If something happens to the furnace, you can't call the landlord, you know, the buck stops with you and you have to handle that. So it's important that people, before they enter into home ownership, are educated and have a good understanding, and that's one of the things that Neighborhood Lift does. I just want to encourage you to get the word out. There's, the registration is open. It's www.neighborhoodlift.com. You can go there and register. There's 506 appointments. We will take walk-in traffic, but I urge you to get registered. Even if you're considering just thinking about home ownership, is it right for you? Get registered, because if you register, you can come in and you can meet with a home mortgage consultant from Wells Fargo to see if you qualify for a first mortgage, because in order to receive the down payment assistance, you do have to be pre-approved for a first mortgage. So at the event on July 28th and 29th, would I say the wrong date? July 29th and 30th. Thank you very much. Kim's over there making sure I get this right. Our HomeWorks consultants will be there to ensure that the customers have an understanding and get pre-qualified for that first mortgage. So please come, and again, we will take walk-in traffic. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it back over to the mayor, but afterwards, I'll be standing over there with Origin to take any questions that they have. But I'm just going to give it back to you.
They're going to stay and sign people up already.
Well, we do what we got to do.
Happy to take any questions from you guys.
Why is homeownership so important for Columbia, Richland, Lexington counties?
You want to take that, Gloria? Come on, why don't you come on, Gloria? I'll back
Thank
Gloria up.
Thank you. In particular, homeownership is important to Richland County, Lexington County, and particularly the city of Columbia. Is something that we know over the years that's been around, and it stabilizes our neighborhoods. Those folk who are trained at the onset, and I'm very excited about the program, by the way, and Wells Fargo is one of our partners. And I can see where it's going to complement what it is that the city of Columbia is already doing in the community development department. But homeownership stabilizes communities. It builds wealth, and with the training that will be provided, it'll also build resiliencies for years to come so that people can continue to maintain their homes and grow the neighborhoods and make where we live an excellent place and an exciting place where people want to stay.
The great city is really a collection of great neighborhoods, and neighborhoods are made much more stable, wealthier, happier when you have as many homeowners as possible. And this is a wonderful partnership. We're excited. I want to thank the folks at Wells for accommodating the schedule. A trip to Dallas. We were supposed to do this yesterday, and everyone reorganized very quickly to be here. And I think it's indicative of the corporate spirit and community spirit of Wells Fargo. It's important. I know it was mentioned in my notes, and may have been mentioned by another speaker as well, that this benefit is being extended to prospective homeowners regardless of who the lender is. And I think that's very important to note. This is not only for folks who do business with Wells, this is for any qualified home buyers who are willing to go through the program. And I think that says a lot about this company and exactly what they mean to this community.
Are there any, besides being a first-time home buyer, what are some other qualifications, if you will? I mean, is this for folks of a certain economic status or standing?
Sure, I can take that. So you said first-time home buyer in the program. First, you can be a first-time home buyer. You can be ready again.
Right.
So it doesn't require that this is the first time you purchased a home.
Okay, all right.
So that's an important part of it. And then there's also income guidelines, right? So it is a customer that's looking to qualify. In order to qualify for the grant, you have to be within certain income guidelines. And for Columbia, you guys keep me honest, it's 80% of the area median income, which say for a family of 4 is $51,300. And so there are benefits also if you're military. So military, it goes up to 100% of area median income, which brings you to $64,300. Did I get that? Keep me honest now. Okay, that's it. So that's what it requires. And one of the other things with the program, and this goes back to neighborhood stabilization, that with the grant, we're asking customers to, it's a 3 years, it's for 3 years. But it's forgivable, right? And so the way we do it is we want people to be invested in the community, right? So we designed it to avoid any sort of flipping, right? So people to get in there and take pride in home ownership and want to be homeowners and be invested in the community. And then, of course, I mentioned the homebuyer education. So there are 8 hours required of homebuyer education, and they'll work that out with Origin. Or, they'll look to other counseling agencies that are HUD approved according to the industry standards for that. And you can get more information from Origin on that. Did I miss anything? That's kind of the detail. Okay.
Right. Questions? Lee?
Yeah, I can do that, yeah. So it's not as though there's a special pot of dollars set aside. It's first come, first served. And so we've made it for military where, as I stated, that other customers, it's 80% of the area median income, so we've increased it to 100%. And then when I had talked about, and it's for active, and it can be veterans, and then I talked about the 3-year component. So if they get called, right, to duty, then we will, take a look at that. It's not as though, we're going to say it's due when they sell the property. We have special provisions for that. So we'll work with them, and we'll just kind of call it, kind of done. So, yeah, but you can talk to Origin on that. They'll give you more details on how that works. He's adding one thing.
A great question about the military. One thing I would add, we have met with the command staff at Fort Jackson. We've met with a number of veterans groups in the community to ask them to assist us in getting the word out to service members, to veterans that reside here in the Midlands. And certainly we hope we have a great representation, a strong showing from those that serve our country.
Thank y'all very much.